Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a special twin flame reading today. And so this one is going to be tapping into the energies of the 444 portal. So today is the 4th day of April, which is the 4th month. And then if you take the year 2020, which we're currently in, and you reduce that down, it turns into a 4. And so that gives us a triple 4. I've actually been seeing a lot of triple 4s in my own life, but also coming through my readings. And so I felt very guided to tap into this energy. If you guys want to know more about what these energies may represent, there's all kinds of information that you guys will find on the internet, more than I'll be able to explain to you here. But it's to my understanding that anytime we have any kind of a portal, it's a chance to ascend. It's a chance to, make huge leaps on your journey. This is about maybe personal or things that are going to be personally happening for you on your twin flame journey. There could be awakenings, there could be unions, there could be all kinds of things. So we're just going to basically tap into whatever spirit wants to bring forth for us today. So the orgonite that I'm going to be using here is my own twin flame orgonite from Wing and Bell. It's called the Mystic Moon Twin Flame Pyramid. So I'm going to have that in the corner. And then all the decks that I'm using here today, I'll let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. Everything is down below. If they're any of the decks that I've created, they're available in my Etsy shop right now. And if you're international, please email me and I'll send you a special link. All right, you guys, let's get started. I have created an outline here today, so we're going to stay nice and on track. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on what are the welcoming energies of this portal, okay? What is just basically being charged up at this particular time. We're going to go into the Syrian Starseed Tarot, and we're going to combine it with a deck that I felt guided to use, the Zodiac sign cards, or I'm sorry, this is called the astrology reading cards, and it's got just a bunch of different energies. So I felt like tapping into them today, just doing something new. So I'm going to grab 3 cards from this deck. Again, these are going to be the welcoming energies of this portal. Take what resonates with you, you guys. We have the 8th house. It says this transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions, you guys. So look at this. We have 2 angels. We have these rings. This could be about this, the twin flame contract. Obviously, there is a butterfly there, so that is about transformation. We have angels, though, that are looking in. We've got the masculine and feminine energies here. So there's definitely something about transformation in the area of intense emotions. We have a lot of green energy here as well. So maybe perhaps some heart chakra energies. It's very beautiful. So it's a shared energy. It's a shared, I don't know why I can't talk, but it's a shared energy between these twin flames. It's not just you. It's not just your twin flame. It's the both of you. So again, this is affecting you both. So let's go ahead and get a clarifier. Let's clarify this 8th house, you guys. What is this 8th house? Oh, we have the shadow. Wow, this is the devil's energy, you guys. Look at this. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm already like getting tongue-tied for whatever reason. And I think it's just because there's some intense energies coming up here. This is about shadow work. This is about the shadow in you, the shadow in your twin flame, the shadowy aspects of this connection. But we're definitely transforming intense, toxic, or fear-based emotions that are tied to our twin flame connection and within ourselves. So there's a lot of stuff perhaps that's going to be transmuted during this period of time. That's what I'm seeing here. So you might be extremely triggered, and I don't want to say that you guys are going to experience, like negativity, even though you could, or you could experience some sort of purging here that might be, somewhat cleansing, but it could bring, of course, up a lot of pain and memories. But whatever this is needing to be healed. It is literally needing to be healed. So it's what I'm getting here is that you're not meant to take this energy into the next cycle or phase of your connection. You're meant to leave something behind. You're meant to purge it, and so is your twin flame. That's beautiful energy here. So let's get another message. We have the moon. See, the moon is about sensitivity. It's also about our darkness and our fears, okay? This is very emotional as well. So it says your unconscious, sensitive inner emotions and responses. So we're really going to be going into the depths of our souls, the depths of our emotions. We're literally going to be digging deep, you guys. So anything that's been hidden, anybody that's been hiding their emotions, if you've been hiding from your shadow, if somebody else has been hiding from their shadow, this is a time where no more. That's what I'm getting here. It has to come out. It has to come out, has to be faced, it has to be dealt with once and for all, because there could be something that is holding us back. And I'm getting here that people that are suppressing or repressing their emotions, that needs to come out. Because it says unconscious, like we might not even know that we're doing it, so it needs to come out. And we have the Sage of Flames, you guys, which is the Queen of Wands. So this could be the feminine's energy. The feminine could have some healing that she still needs to do. Now, of course, the masculine could need the healing as well, but it's about going within, taking that fire, taking any kind of flame energy, whether it's anger, rage, whatever, and really honing that in and transmuting this fiery energy, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. But it's very powerful. It's a very powerful transformation. So let's get one last card here. One last card. We have the Sun. Whoa, I just want you guys to see this. We have the masculine and the feminine coming through. You see it? The Sun is the masculine, the Moon is the feminine. This is teamwork here, you guys. This is not just the feminine doing the work. This isn't just the masculine doing the work. This is about both people in this connection doing the work, which is why we have these two rings here, which is why we have the masculine and feminine energies on this card. Look at that. It's not an accident. So this is talking about your immortal spirit, purpose, and destiny is involved. So your destiny, what you're meant to do, what's connected to this twin flame connection, it's literally all transforming. We're transmuting and leaving behind any shadows and old energy that's no longer serving us. Anything that's holding us back is being purged. That's what I'm getting here. So let's get that last message for the Sun. Last clarifying energy for the Sun. Oh my God. You can't make this shit up. The Four of Flames, 1111, the portal. Look at that. The foundation that you're building for this twin flame connection. I really feel, you guys, that this is kind of like, for some of you, the last and final test. And we have 4. That is like solidifying. Oh my God, I'm just seeing this now. I'm just seeing this now. 8, 4, 4, 4. I mean, this is like, there is some kind of major energy here of a coming together with a masculine and feminine, having some sort of a union. I do feel that for a lot of the collective. It's not going to be for everybody, you guys, but I do feel like some twin flames are going to be coming together from whatever happens here with this portal energy. I really feel like we're going into beyond what we've been seeing on the surface. We're literally going above. We're getting past these blocks. We're getting past this bridge or this wall. And we're transforming this energy here. It's very intense. So that's the opening energies here. This is the welcoming energies of what this portal means, you guys. That is so powerful. I can't even deal with it. Holy crap. So anyways, let's go ahead and continue. I'm already like blown away. So let's see how each twin flame is holding the other's energy at this time during this portal. So we're going to go into this deck right here. This is called Begin Within, the Divine Partnership Oracle by Lendra Dwyer. We're going to see how the masculine is holding the feminine's energy at this time. This right here is called the Untold Truth. I'm sorry, no, it's not. It's called the Honest Truth. I have so many decks that have similar names, but this is called the Honest Truth Tarot. All right. How is the masculine holding the feminine's energy and I say he as the masculine. I understand it could be different, so just take it as it resonates for you, all right? How is this masculine holding the feminine's mental energy at this present time? We have seek, okay? We have the Emperor, which is the masculine. The masculine is literally seeking some kind of information or knowledge or understanding about this connection. We have another number 4. It's not an accident, you guys. So this is literally happening during this period of time. The Mars energy, of course, so we have Archangel Michael for one. So Archangel Michael is with the masculine at this time, trying to help him to really take maybe some sort of responsibility, put maybe his affairs in order, his thoughts in order, to stabilize him so he can be more powerful, protecting him at the same time. Mars energy is very intense and passionate energy, but can also turn into frustration and anger. So it might be that this masculine right now is seeking answers about the feminine. Maybe right now the masculine is very confused, or there's a lot of just passion, or a lot of things that are coming up for him when he thinks about this feminine. And so it's like Archangel Michael is directing him to the answers that he is seeking. And it could be going within, because I see 4s as very solid, like stable energy, like the 4 of Cups or the 4 of Swords, where we would sit there and we would go within ourselves in a situation. That's what I'm getting here. Seek the answers within. I feel like this masculine is going within in order to seek wisdom about his connection to the feminine. And I feel like this is being done during this period of time very strongly. What about the emotions that the masculine is holding with the feminine during this period of time? We have forgotten. Okay, so I'm getting here, you guys, that this masculine might feel forgotten. He might feel forgotten, as in maybe the feminine has forgotten all about him. So there could be a separation here between the two of you. That might be why he's seeking to understand. That might be why he's seeking to know something here. Maybe seeking out information about the feminine because he feels forgotten, is what I'm getting here. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is an energy here of the sun. I'm just reading it from this particular deck. It says, practical and trustworthy, forgotten. What I'm getting here is that this masculine in his heart space has been working on himself. And now 8, 4, and then 2 4s is 8. So do you guys see that? It keeps coming up. I feel like Spirit wants you to understand that this masculine, for whatever reason, is really being affected by this portal energy. Really going deeply within himself for answers. Maybe forgetting who he was for a period of time. I'm almost getting this energy as well as maybe this masculine stepped away from this feminine, forgot what was important to him, and really focused all of his energy on his craft and his work. So what's happened here is maybe he has lost the feminine due to this type of energy. Really focusing. Maybe that's what the masculine thought was going to bring him happiness. And maybe he's realized that that's not what has brought him happiness. He might be seeking now the energy of the feminine. Has she forgotten all about him? You know, something like that. So I feel like he's really going deeply into his heart space and really trying to figure something out. I'm almost getting too that maybe perhaps this masculine was spiritual at one time, but got very busy with work and power and achievement, and really forgot himself and lost himself. And so now he's seeking, he's thinking of the feminine, and it's like he's finding his way back to his center, to himself, and it has something to do with her. So I'm just giving you guys what I'm getting here. So what else? Let's see the physical energy here, the physical world energy. We have receive. Okay, so let me get a clarifier on this first before I get into that message. Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this masculine wants to give something to the feminine. This Page of Cups energy here, it's like a message. It's like a small token of affection. It's not the knight, it's not the king, but it's a small gesture. It could be a message, it could be a gift. So whatever this is, this masculine wants to give something to the feminine. That doesn't mean that he will, but he wants to. He wants to give her something in the physical world, like as in a physical like a physical gesture, or it could just be him needing to put effort into something in order for her to get this message, or in fact giving her a gift that's a tangible item. So we have the message in a bottle, you guys. Look at that. But it's very watery, as in there is some kind of emotion tied to this. Page of Cups can also be somebody who's very artistic. And so this could be a very creative way of letting the feminine know that, you know, he cares for her or something. Wow. Okay. So that could be happening, you guys, or that could be being worked upon right now in order to give you this gift. So it's kind of like if you feel like the masculine has forgotten all about you, I'm seeing here that you may receive something that tells you otherwise, that confirms otherwise. All right. What is this masculine's overall energy towards this feminine? Just overall, all together, what is this energy? We have expectations. Five of Cups. Mars energy. Regret, focusing on loss, betrayal. What I'm getting here is that this masculine's overall energy towards this feminine is that she expects that he either will hurt her again, disappoint her again. He might feel like she's focusing on the Five of Cups energy, focusing on the 3 cups that have fallen over rather than the 2 cups that are still standing. That's what I see here. So that might be one of the reasons why this masculine has been reluctant to reach out to this feminine, because of some old energy. That might be that forgotten energy. Maybe he feels forgotten now. Maybe he expects that this feminine doesn't want him to come back, or doesn't want him to reach out. Something like that. But do you see the Mars energy, double Mars? I feel like this is something that the masculine really is affected by. He's affected by this energy. It's pretty powerful. It's pretty powerful energy. He might feel like the feminine's angry with him still, focusing on the loss. And he is regretful over this, is what I'm seeing here. He might also expect the worst, as in maybe he doesn't believe if he were to reach out to her. But I feel like this masculine perhaps needs to do this for himself. He needs to give this feminine, offer her something to let her know that either he is sorry for something, if there was something that happened, or it could be the energy of that he still cares, and maybe that's something that will help the feminine. I feel like this masculine, though, it's a part of his journey, and it's a part of his growth as a masculine to put himself on the line without expecting anything in return. There's something about unconditional giving here that this masculine has to experience. No matter what the feminine does, no matter if this is his biggest fear right now, that if he reaches out or tries to do something here, that he'll just end up regretting it. But I'm getting here he needs to do it anyways. So I feel like he's tapped into a lot of Mars energy, a lot of fiery energy right now that's really pushing him to offer this message of love, whatever this is, or this gesture. So let's see where this feminine is at with the masculine, okay? My cat's choosing to use the scratching post right by the speakerphone, you guys. Sorry about that, or microphone. Where is this feminine at with her masculine? When she thinks about the masculine, what does this energy look like? We have strength, okay? So she sees him as very strong. So even though the masculine just came through as feeling regretful, maybe even forgotten, this feminine's viewpoint of her masculine is that he's very strong, that he is, has a lot of endurance, that maybe he's doing better than she realizes. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. She sees him in his strength. We have self-reliant, disciplined, Venus energy. So she sees him in some very lovely energy. She respects his energy. But she also just sees him as being alone, or just wanting to be alone in solo mode, maybe preferring to be single. That might be how she views him at this time. So how does she feel about him? What are the emotions that she has connected to him during this period? We have appearances. Okay, so something that she feels versus what she sees could be conflicting her. Yeah, see, it appears to her that this masculine might not really care about her. Because the King of Swords can be somewhat detached. Okay, very analytical, not in his feels, not in his feelings. So do you see how she already sees him as somebody who doesn't need anybody, somebody who's strong, somebody who is perfectly fine to be alone, doesn't need anybody? I feel like perhaps looks might be deceiving, and the feminine is maybe not trusting something that she's feeling, okay? Because looks, you guys, definitely can be deceiving. What you see or what you hear can really do a number on you and really convince you that, oh yeah, this person doesn't care about me. This person's never thought about me again. This isn't about me. It's, you know, I'm stupid. It's that kind of energy, you guys. Yeah. So what about the feminine? How is her energy in this physical world with the masculine? Within sight. Okay, so this could be that this feminine, for some reason, she's seen the masculine in the physical world, or this masculine is like kind of appearing in her physical space or something like that. It's like she sighted him. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, there's like an earth energy here, you see? Queen of Pentacles, earth energy. So it's like this feminine is tapped into some kind of earth-based energy with the masculine, and either senses him in her area or has seen him in her area, is what I'm getting here. Wow. So how she is seeing him, perhaps in her sight, he appears to be very strong. He appears to be very disciplined, self-reliant, spending time alone, not really, doesn't seem to be emotional, seems to be just fine. It doesn't have to be a negative, but she sees him as very strong. She might not be convinced that he still cares for her. And so this is why I feel, you guys, that these energies came through. This masculine, yes, he is seeking while he's in his masculine energy, very structured, very strong. He's seeking some sort of answers about the feminine. But we also have this energy of forgotten. This feminine fears that he forgot all about her. But I feel like perhaps maybe this masculine feels that he has been forgotten by the feminine. And so that's why now we have this energy of wanting to make some sort of gesture in the physical world. And he expects perhaps that this feminine may not want to hear from him. So do you see how both people are kind of mirroring their fears, is my point, which is why I brought that up. So this feminine is just basically going off of what she is seeing in the physical world. She's trying not to get caught up in her emotions. She's trying not to get caught up with fantasy thinking. She's trying to base her decisions about what's happening right now with this connection on appearances. Sorry, you guys, that's my Roomba. It's stuck in a corner. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and continue. So that's what I'm picking up on here for this feminine. Overall energy that she holds towards the masculine. We have connect, okay? So of course she wants to connect with the masculine. She does. She wants to connect with the masculine overall. But she probably feels like he does. She's not sure if he wants to connect with her. Yeah, see, Two of Pentacles, back and forth. Does he, doesn't he, does he, doesn't he? So options and balance negotiation. She's not sure. She's not sure if that's something that, it might be something that she hopes for. Jupiter's energy, it's like, luck, a lot of luck energy there. Just, is this going to be prosperous? Is this something to where, if this happened, would it turn out well? So I feel like she's kind of going back and forth. And I want you guys to also see that this feminine is in a lot of practical energy. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. Pentacles and Swords energy are very practical, down-to-earth, grounded, rational, logical thinking here. So do you see how she's not really in her emotions? So she's trying to be grounded when she thinks about this masculine. She's trying not to get caught up in some sort of fantasy. She does want to connect, of course, but she's not sure if that's something that's possible. She's not sure if this is something that's going to happen. So the fact that we opened up the reading with such amazing messages about this connection, and now we're kind of deciphering and piecing through what each person is thinking and feeling about the other, it is kind of interesting to see all of this. So let's now go into what are the biggest fears that they have attached to one another, because I do feel like some fears already came through, but let's get deeply into it. We're going to go into my Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, and we're also going to include the In the Shadows Oracle cards. What is the biggest fear that this masculine has towards this feminine at the moment when it comes to reaching out to her, being good enough for her, making some sort of a connection with her, loving her? Okay, let's see. We're going to get 3 cards. Whew. Okay. Well, you guys, the very first card that came up in the reading, remember, was the 8th house. The transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotion. Shared resources is coming together as a couple and making a commitment. This energy came through with the shadow, which is the devil's energy in this deck. So when it comes to this connection, you guys, the masculine is holding a lot of fear connecting with this feminine, making some sort of a commitment with her. This masculine could have commitment phobe issue. Like he could be a commitment phobic or phobe. He could be very fearful of commitment. He could be very fearful of combining resources together. So this is something, I just saw this. You could see 2 people here in this web. You see that? You actually see a masculine and a feminine in that web. There's something there. It's very faint, but you can see it. So the devil's energy, I do feel like this feminine, because she came up as the Queen of Wands here. And their connection is very fiery. And there was all that Mars energy that the masculine is holding on to right now. Fiery energy, Mars. Now we have fire again. The devil playing with fire. That is like a feminine that's just there. And she's got the horns, of course, but that doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the feminine, that she's evil or, you know, toxic. But this masculine might be very afraid to connect with her, like he's playing with fire just by even opening up this connection, perhaps going towards her, making contact. Should I do it? You know, you're playing with fire kind of thing is what I'm getting from his headspace. So he's afraid. He's afraid to make this move towards her. He is afraid that he is going to be playing with fire, that he is going to be playing with her emotions, that he is not going to be able to follow through with something. So there's definitely fear here. All right, let's go ahead and get some words. We also have, I took the easy way out. So I'm getting here that you guys, that this masculine may have already left this feminine before. He took the easy way out. It was like it was too much. There was too much fire. There was too much passion. It could have been that there was a lot of sexual energy. That's going to resonate for some of you out there, not all. There could have been a lot of sexual chemistry and just fireworks between the two of you, and it was just so intense. This masculine could have seen it as codependent or toxic or obsessive, maybe a little bit from his end, maybe a little bit from, you know, the feminine's end. But there's definitely this energy here of, I don't know if I should be in this situation. So he took the easy way out is what I'm seeing here. And he's afraid he's going to try. It's like he's afraid he might do that again. So he doesn't trust himself. He doesn't trust himself that he is ready to enter into like that fiery energy with her again. Wow. All right, let's get another message. Wow. Nine of Sorrow, which is the Nine of Cups, you guys. Access denied. Of course, this is a card of wish fulfillment. A wish fulfillment. So his biggest fear is that access will be denied. As in, because he perhaps took the easy way out before, this feminine, if he were to come towards her again, I don't know why it keeps going off, that he would come towards her and that he would be denied by her. I feel like that is the message. I couldn't tell you face to face. So what he's doing is he's explaining to you that he couldn't tell you face to face. This masculine could have taken the easy way out by sending you a, let's just say, a text message, or maybe even, just ghosting you, right? Maybe not facing you with something. And so he is afraid now, because of how he went out, that he is not going to be able to get back in, that access has been denied forever. Last message, last fear. 10 of Rage, boiling point, as in pushed you over the edge. 10 of Wands. Pushed you to a point where you were just, that's it. Like that fire is going to burn you. I feel like this masculine feels like he burns you too bad. He burns you too deep. He burns you too hard. I don't know what to say to you. See, I don't even know what to say to you about this. I don't even know how to apologize. I don't even know what I can say for myself. I feel like this masculine feels like he blew it. He blew it with the feminine. Now, this doesn't mean that he will never come towards the feminine. This doesn't mean that he will never make these wrongs right. This just means that when he thinks about his fears, when he thinks about coming towards the feminine, making contact, reconciling with her, he's thinking about some stuff that may have gone down in the past, and he is afraid of this feminine's rage. Because the Queen of Wands can sometimes be in an energy of rage. And some of you guys might be saying to yourself, I have forgiven my masculine. That's fantastic. But your masculine is still dealing with his shadow, and his shadow is telling him that he has something to worry about. That's his own inner demons. That's his own shadow. So he is still getting through that energy and those fears. So let's see what the feminine has or what she has connected to the masculine as far as fears are concerned. What is this feminine so fearful about when it comes to this masculine? That it's just going to be a fucking nightmare. 9 of Swords, that she is going to be in a state of anxiety, that she's going to be up late at night worrying, that she has just all these things to worry about. She might actually find that as much as she wants or craves to have the masculine in her life, she might feel somewhat safe in the silence or safe in the separation, because she doesn't have to feel that anxiety that she constantly felt when they were together before. The constant anxiety that he might leave, or that he is, let's just say, talking to someone else, or that he's not as into her as she's into him. There might be all kinds of fears. I'm just picking up on a variety of different scenarios here. So she doesn't want to go back to that energy. It was very tormenting for her mind. She might have done a lot of work on herself to where she doesn't want to go backwards. So it does scare her. It does scare her. See, I wish you would come back. I wish that you would come back, but I almost wish that you would just stay away. There's a very tormented, there's like a nightmare going on in the feminine's mind, that she wants her masculine to come back, but she also fears that he will come back. Look at that. What else? Justice. I do feel like this feminine is expecting an apology, or this balancing of the scales. She wants this masculine to bring her justice, but she feels perhaps that this justice has been corrupted, you know? A corrupt justice system where it's not fair. It's not fair that the masculine did this and he's never come back to apologize. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I want to tell you so many things, exactly. So the thing is that there are many things that she wants to be told. There's many things that she may even want to say to the masculine, but she hasn't had this opportunity. So I feel like there has been some sort of injustice here, and she fears that she's never going to get her justice from this masculine. Last message. Magician, the trickster. She's afraid of this masculine. As much as she loves him, she's afraid of him. She's afraid she's just going to get tricked, that she's going to be lied to, that she's not going to be able to trust him. Okay? So this feminine has a lot of fears connected to this masculine because of past behavior. It's no wonder that this masculine is in that energy of really facing all of that darkness and feeling a lot of regret and feeling like the feminine wouldn't want him to come back and return. I know I made a huge mistake. Yeah. So the feminine, you know that the masculine's made a huge mistake being in this energy. Maybe you made a huge mistake by trusting the masculine. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, I have I lied to you. So this masculine may have lied to you. Okay. But as we can see, you guys, all of the energies that have come through already, this masculine is facing some shadowy aspects of himself. He's going into some sort of dark night of the soul. I'm seeing this. And so this is a part of the justice system. This is a part of karma. This is a part of the masculine learning something and understanding something about himself so he can make these wrongs right with this feminine. That is what I'm seeing in this reading today. Amazing. And I feel like with those opening messages, something is going to be majorly shifting in this department to where that can be facilitated at a later date. So amazing. So let's take a look at the current lessons and the energies being released and welcomed at this present time in this connection. So again, you guys, this is connected energies. This right here is called the Healers of the Earth Oracle. And we're going to combine them with the Star Child Tarot. Okay, so what are the current lessons and energies being released and welcomed in this connection? We have number 6, which is Black Swan, an unforeseen event, a surprise hindsight. Interesting. Queen of Swords. I feel like the Queen of Swords, that is the feminine. The queens to me are the feminines. I feel like this feminine is tapped into something in the future. She intuitively knows something is on the horizon. She feels it. She senses it. Okay. So there's something about energy that's being released and welcomed. The Black Swan to me is, like the white swan is purity. The black swan would be, as a negative, our darkness, our fears. I feel like this feminine is needing to clear away any of her fears and any of her just dark thoughts connected to this masculine. So that way, perhaps when this communication comes in, she'll be in a much more receptive state to at least listen to it instead of combat it if there's some sort of a problem here. I also feel like this will also help to facilitate and lessen some of the masculine's fears that he has coming towards his feminine. So let's get another message. We have ice fishing, breakthroughs, and increased self-awareness. So that's beautiful. So we have some 3s coming up, 3, 3, and then 6 reduced down. We've got 3. So a lot of 3s here. So we're obviously in 4s energies with this portal, but we have 3s. 3s for me are about seeing all the different angles and just being completely in alignment with yourself, mind, body, soul, right? So ice fishing, we're making some sort of a breakthrough. We're increasing our self-awareness. We're understanding something. So that, remember, this is for the masculine and the feminine. So the feminine is doing something, and I feel like the masculine is also doing something as well. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Page of Wands, yeah. There's something about a message here. Page of Wands. So somebody wants to bring forth some sort of message. I do feel like it is message related. So there's a surprise message. There's an unforeseen message that is coming in the future. The feminine, I feel, knows it intuitively. And so in order to prepare herself for this message, she has to do some sort of releasing of negative thinking. So that way, perhaps when this masculine does bring this message forth, it'll only increase more of a receptive energy on her part, or even understanding of things. Okay. But we have a page come into a queen. That tells me here that this masculine is still in that page's energy. Okay. The queen has come up several times. So the feminine keeps coming up as a queen. Now the masculine did come through as the emperor, which is very important, okay? Because right now in the mental space with where he is at this present time is he's in that energy of wanting to be that emperor. You know, that was the energy that he had connected to the feminine, wanting to be the emperor, seeking to be the emperor perhaps for this feminine. But the page to me is somebody who feels a little inadequate, or they feel a little fearful of that queen, which is why I'm bringing this up. What else? We have cherished pet, receiving care, attention, and domestication. I have the Ace of Crystals. Cherished pet. Interesting. I feel like there could be something connected to a pet between the masculine and the feminine, right? A cherished pet. This could be a pet that's living now or a pet that has passed on. And so there could be some kind of a, I don't know, maybe a gift, because the Ace of Pentacles can be some sort of a gift that's being presented in the physical world. Somebody's bringing forth something connected to a pet that they cherished. That could be a part of the message. I'm also getting to that maybe you're going to see some kind of evidence, I guess. Maybe perhaps it could even be like on social media. You're seeing something on social media, or somebody's seeing something on social media about you and it's connected to pets. But I feel like there is some sort of maybe an opening of this conversation or message because of pets. I don't know, you guys. That's kind of interesting. I don't feel like that's going to be for everybody, but I feel like there's someone out there that's going to say, oh my God, that's so my situation. I get it. So because of that, I feel inclined to draw one more, because I just don't feel like that's for everybody. We have the Law of Balance. See, I love this. This is something that we're waiting for. We have 666 coming in. It's not an evil number. 1 + 5 is 6. Sixes are about harmony. Sixes are about healing, forward movement that's positive, tranquility, balancing of relationships. This is also about the law of attraction. So the law of balance now, harmony, avoiding extremes, being in the energy of balance. This is kind of like a temperance energy. So I feel like right now, when it comes to the current lessons, we need to slow down. We need to seek harmony within. We need to cherish perhaps our pets, what we have going on in the physical world. I'm also getting that now with that card. When it comes to any kind of thinking or healing or what we're just how we're conducting ourselves, there's an opportunity to go within, clear up any old energy that's not serving us, and balance out all of this energy. So that way, perhaps when things are ready to move forward in the physical world and the Ace of Pentacles is presented, people will actually be receptive and ready. This could be an energy of June is what I'm getting to, the month of June, and we have strength. So this is Leo's energy. So Leo's energy is actually July/August. But I feel perhaps like there's some kind of energy that's tied to summer here with me saying that. Strength is about resisting, holding yourself back, and balancing out your masculine and feminine side. And I feel like that's something that's happening right now. There's some sort of a balancing that's happening with the masculine and feminine in this connection. And while people are in that energy of releasing, they're also healing and they're strengthening themselves. And when people feel strengthened, then they feel strengthened to perhaps come together and actually reach out in the physical world. So I feel like all of these things are being worked upon right now. I feel like somebody might be really focusing on themselves in the physical world. They might be spending time with cherished pets while they do this, giving care and attention to themselves. And maybe even working on their physical body or maybe even their money situation. But all I know is that people are trying to balance something out within themselves to become stronger, to be able to present some sort of message in the physical world. So pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to the breakthroughs that you're getting, pay attention to your intuitive hits, any downloads that you're getting when it comes to this connection, because it is all helping to push the two of you forward in the material world, is what I'm seeing here. Perhaps to come together in a physical union. So let's now go into the energies here of the chakras. What chakras are being activated at this particular time during this portal? We're going to go into the chakra reading cards. This is a deck I rarely use, but I felt called to use it, so I might have to go into the book just for a couple of things. What are the chakras that are being activated between the masculine and the feminine during this portal? I love that. That's the throat chakra. Truth. Huh. Yeah. Balancing of the scales, you guys. So if you guys haven't been in contact, if you guys have not spoken for a while, I feel like some kind of major opportunity to balance the scales of justice by bringing forth communication is very possible. Very possible. People are thinking about it. People are feeling pushed to clear up whatever is standing in the way of them delivering truth and justice. Look at that communication, you guys. It's not an accident. I feel like you guys are definitely having some sort of telepathic communication, even if you're not having verbal communication. There's a telepathic communication going on between the masculine and the feminine. So that's why it's very, very important for you guys to stay connected to yourselves, to center yourselves, to try not to judge what you're seeing on the outside as truth. That actually came up for the feminine. The feminine is relying upon what she's seeing, and I'm getting here of that as much as she needs to stay practical in some respects, she definitely needs to rely on her intuition and her inner knowingness. That's actually her truth, not what she's seeing on the outside. Because if she bases what she's seeing on the outside, she's going to see her masculine as detached and cool and aloof, like he doesn't care. And that's not the case. Don't let your eyes deceive you, divine feminines. And we have family. Beautiful. So this is about perhaps the animals, okay? Maybe animals are our family. Maybe just the people that are around us, our tribes, can be, our beloved pets. It can be our family members, our friends. There's a lot of energy that's connected to family, and that doesn't surprise me at all, especially during this period of time in the world. We're all connected perhaps to people. We're gathering together. We're really focusing on what's important. So I feel that perhaps this masculine and feminine are in this separation, and they're just focusing on their families. They're focusing on what they have in front of them. And since they may not have each other in front of them, they're focusing on this, or relying, I should say, on this communication that's telepathic between the two of them to kind of gain some sort of clarity and balance in the situation. I'm also getting to, this is to come together in the material world. That's the root chakra, physical earth energy. So I feel like it's only a matter of time, you guys, before this happens. And I just got perhaps between 3 and 5 months. And I'm only getting that because I'm looking at the card, Spirit saying, look at those numbers. We have 2 + 1 is 3, and I have 2 + 3, which is 5 and 5. So between 3 and 5 months. So we're in April. So April, May, June, July, August. Yeah. So it's like something about summer. Doesn't guarantee that it will happen, but there is something about paying attention, because communication could be coming through some sort of a breakthrough in the summer months. That's what I see. So pay attention to those thoughts, you guys. Pay attention to any kind of just it seems like information is being given to you. I feel like this is coming from your twin flame. That's what I'm seeing here. And let's go ahead and see what wisdom is being accessed right now. So these are the Saints and Mystics cards. What Saints and Mystics are providing wisdom for the masculine and feminine at this time? This could even bring forth the wisdom that this masculine, as we can see, was seeking something, seeking some sort of information out of a book. This could be related. Edgar Case messages. Wow. 2 + 3 is 5. 5's coming through here. Change. Look at all those books, you guys. That's crazy. I really feel like this is connected to the masculine, and it could be connected to the feminine too, but I felt drawn to say the masculine. I don't know why. And the fact that we have those books and seeking knowledge in a book, I just feel like that's been confirmed here. This masculine is getting some sort of messages perhaps about this connection and his feminine, and also his own healing and his spiritual journey through some sort of books that he's reading. That's what I'm seeing here. He's tapping into some sort of book that is assisting him on his journey. We have St. Paul, sacred visions. So again, trust those visions. And we have another number 5. 1 + 4 is 5. So we have 5s now coming through this reading. A lot of 3s, a lot of 4s, a lot of 5s, a lot of 6s. Do you see that, guys? 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a progression. This just means that things are on track. Things are evolving. Things are unfolding, you guys. Of course, Paul could be, or even Edgar can be names perhaps that are coming through for masculines, for some of you feminines out there. But we do have sacred visions. So trust the visions that you're getting about this connection. I feel like both people are getting visions about one another. People are envisioning something about one another. That's what I'm seeing here. What else? And we have Carl Jung. So this could have something to do with perhaps, this is a philosopher. This is an author. Could be related to this masculine. The masculine is perhaps reading some sort of information from both of these philosophers, both of these authors, psychologists. However you want to name these two guys. We've got collective unconscious. So this right here is kind of like what we're unconscious of. Carl Jung is also very connected to shadow, and the shadow did come up for the masculine. Okay. The masculine is very much perhaps on this journey of dark night of the soul, going within his shadowy side in order to gain the answers about himself. It's pretty amazing. A lot of blue energy here and a lot of gold. Do you see that? Blue and gold here. A lot of Archangel Michael is also coming through because that's blue and gold. And we already know that Archangel Michael is with the masculine. Why? Why do we know this? Because it was one of the very first messages that came through, and I'm going to grab it because I want you guys to see how amazingly connected everything is. The Emperor is the masculine. Look, Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael is really with this masculine right now, helping him perhaps and guiding him, giving him some sort of visions. St. Paul is also coming through. And then these philosophers here are coming through as well, maybe even through books that this masculine is tapping into. I feel like this was really for the masculine, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and separate this energy and see how the feminine is being helped, how the feminine is being offered wisdom at this particular time. Let's see. We have Saint Sebastian, resilience. So another name, okay? So resilience is, look at, gosh, that's such an amazing image. It's about not allowing what has happened to you kill you. It's kind of like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger kind of energy. Maybe all of these cards have a lot of blue and gold in them. But again, we have Archangel Michael, I feel, coming through again with those colors. And basically saying that, Archangel Michael's with both of you at this time. Beautiful. We have Saint Mary MacKillop, a lot of blue energy. We got some doves. We got I think that's a parrot and dove. Life lessons. Look at that. She's also reading a book too. Maybe the masculine and feminine are both tapping into this energy. Okay. Really learning that, again, what hasn't killed you has made you stronger. Facing your shadows, facing your fears, going into your dark night of the soul has really helped this connection, has really helped the two of you to face something. And we have, I don't know how to say this, but it says divine connections. Look at that. So Kratos, probably saying it wrong, but divine connections. So the feminine here has realized that there's something about her life lesson that is connected to this divine connection she feels with her masculine. Okay. And what I see here, this man is surrounded by all of this stone. She might even like be connected to some sort of past life energy in this period of time. You know, we have this like Colosseum behind there, Roman kind of energy here. She might even be connected to this masculine with some sort of like past life energy that she connects to. But this man is in a white robe. This is like, you know, white, truthful energy, ascended energy. There's also gray hair here. This could be that she realizes perhaps that maybe her masculine and her, you know, have needed to grow and mature before they could be good for one another, is what I'm seeing as well. I don't know, you guys. Hopefully those saints and those mystics connect with your journey somehow. So let's now go ahead and go into some different energy. Let's see how Spirit is assisting with this ascension process and this connection. We're going to go into the Archangel Metatron cards by Amanda Ellis. And we're going to combine them with the Angel Tarot. How is Spirit assisting with this ascension process of this masculine and feminine? We can already see that Archangel Michael is really heavily influencing this connection. When I mean influencing, I mean assisting and helping. Plus the saints and mystics that already came through. We have Silver, Warrior of Light. So that's definitely some sort of truth, clarity, silver energy. It's that very high consciousness, like a higher consciousness. We have the Emperor, which is the masculine. We have the Angel of Wisdom. I feel like the Angel of Wisdom is with the masculine right now, helping him to be a warrior of light, stepping into his light, stepping into his truth, taking some sort of responsibility, taking some sort of action as a warrior. I did get the energy here that the masculine might be fearful that he might expect the worst, and so he doesn't act because he doesn't want to deal with the negative consequence. He doesn't want to deal with rejection. But what I'm getting here is that I feel it's a part of the masculine's lesson to move forward anyways, even if he is rejected, even if it doesn't go the way that he would like it to go. He has to have zero expectations and come towards the feminine in unconditional love. That's what I see. We have the Tree of Life. Travel on. Beautiful. Look at all of that. Look at all of that. Oh my gosh, the Angel of Peace, Temperance. You know, this is like a twin flame angel. The twin flame angel is holding the two cups of the masculine and feminine, tempering the energy back and forth, helping them to find peace within themselves and each other. Peace comes from within. We have to keep carrying on. Regardless of what happens with this connection, we do have to keep traveling on, moving forward. I'm also getting to, and I know that this is going to sound triggering to some, so don't take it as a trigger. Well, I can't, control that. But even if you and your masculine were not to come together, I guess, in this physical world, this lifetime, your connection is going to travel on beyond this dimension. You're going to travel on into other planets and have other lifetimes together. So this isn't it. So just, again, take that as it resonates. That does not mean you guys won't come together. It just means we can't focus on earthly time here. This connection is timeless. This energy is timeless. So whatever work you do in this life does help the connection. It does help, and for the perhaps the next time you guys come together. So you never want to give up just because that might not be a part of the plan. That's attachment thinking. That's conditions. I'm only going to do this. I'm only going to be on this twin flame journey if I get this, or if I get that, or if it's leading to union. I do hear this a lot. And that's unfortunate because that is very much an ego-based energy for this type of connection. And these kinds of connections don't have room for that kind of thinking or energy. It's unconditional. You don't expect anything. You're open to the experience of what it is or what it means to be a twin flame. And if that means that you're solo, or if that means that your twin flame unfortunately can't get on the same page with you in this lifetime, you're still blessed regardless of the circumstances. You're still able to tap into that light and bring light into the world. This connection betters you as a person. It doesn't regress you or destroy you unless you let it. Last message. And we have conquering fear. Start today and conquer this fear. So Spirit is assisting us. You can see this angel is with this person, which would be the masculine or the feminine, and or both, because we are tapping into how Spirit is assisting both people when it comes to their ascension process. Conquering this fear by starting today. It's never too late. It's never too late to change. A lot of people get into this mode, and I get it. You know, you've been burned a certain amount of times, or history repeats itself, or this is just what you see. Your logical mind tells you people don't change overnight, blah, 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 all this other stuff. But what I want to say, you guys, is that miracles do occur. People can go through some pretty intense things that shake them up to the core of who they are, and they're forever changed for the better. So I feel like this is saying we've got to conquer our fears and start today. It's never too late to start to make these changes, whether this is about your twin flame or about you or about both. It's never too late to start conquering our fears. There's no excuses, is what Spirit is telling you. No excuse. See, Five of Swords, loss. Look at that. The loss. You can start today by picking up the pieces. You can conquer this fear that somehow you will always carry around this wound, that you will always carry around this feeling of loss and defeat. Spirit is saying you do not have to be in this energy on your twin flame journey any longer. You can leave it behind. Do you see, you guys? That is the energy that you're supposed to leave behind as this portal opens. This is the energy that's not serving you in the new world. You've got to drop this fear-based thinking today. That is literally what Spirit is telling us. It's got to change today. 5, it's got to change today. You don't want to bring it in. You don't want to bring this energy in. It's not going to serve you. This kind of energy. I'm only going to do this if this happens. I'm doing to get. I'm only going to put effort in this if this happens. I'm giving up. My masculine, my feminine, they'll never change. All that energy, it doesn't work. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help this connection. It doesn't help the collective. So it's got to change, you guys. It's got to change. All right. So what is the most important thing that Spirit wants to leave us with today? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use 5 of my decks. This right here is my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. So we're going to get 2 cards. What is the most important thing that Spirit wants to leave us with when it comes to our Twin Flame connection, this portal energy, this journey, all of it? We have Muse. Look at that. For some reason, I felt like I wanted to put out the paintbrush in my pyramid today, because that's what the twin flame journey is all about for me. It's the muse of a lifetime. That energy can be so uplifting. It can be so inspirational, or it can be your biggest nightmare. We choose, and I choose the paintbrush. And we have Admired. Fantastic. See, when you're in the high vibrational energy of this twin flame connection, I am telling you, all of your dreams come true. All of your dreams come true. It's beautiful. This right here is my Arrows of Love Oracle. We have Winter. And we have Invitation of Love. So you guys, I know that a lot of energy came through for summer, but Spirit's saying something about winter as well. Now guess what? I believe that summer and winter are opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to the world, Western and yeah, like the whole hemisphere thing. It's like we're, I think in Australia or New Zealand right now, it might be fall, but it's spring here. When it's summer, it's winter there. I feel like this is a message that's saying summer and winter, however that falls for you guys, has something to do with a gift or communication about this connection. That's what I'm getting here. Yeah. Okay. Not sure. I don't know why I can never get it right. Northern hemisphere. I don't fucking know. We have feminine spirit. Oh, I love this. See? Feminine. And it's not saying that the feminine has to do all the work, you know? But the feminine does have to get into the energy and vibration of being receptive. So feminines, if you've been in your Queen of Swords or Queen of Wands pissed energy for a while, Spirit's saying you've got to find a way to get into a more healed energy. You have to get into your heart space. That's who you truly are. The vibration of rage and anger and being pissed and being, you know, tough as nails is not truly who you're meant to be. Yes, your shadow can operate in order to protect you and get you through a hard time. That's not where you're meant to stay forever. The soul essence of who you are needs to be in this feminine energy. The feminine draws the masculine back into her vibration. But that cannot happen as long as your spirit is tough as fucking nails. So for whatever reason, Spirit is telling you this. Okay? That was my Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. I don't know if I told you guys that. This one here is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. Feminine wants to come up 2 times. You guys are seeing this. I'm shuffling. I've got all these different decks going, but it's like it keeps coming up, okay? Something about feminine energy. Look, 4 of Wands. We started with the 4 of Wands. Now we're ending with the 4 of Wands. I'm getting here that this is here for you if you want it. It might feel like it is unrealistic. It might feel like it's just in the clouds. This connection might feel like it's just a figment of your imagination. But Spirit's saying that you can create anything that you want as long as you're in this vibration with your divine masculine that is of this love and light and empowered energy. Intuitive, nurturing, receptive, caring, loving, all of it. That's who you are, divine feminine. This is who you're meant to be. And you might feel vulnerable or weak in this energy. And this doesn't mean that you let your masculine walk all over you. This just means that you pride yourself in being a divine feminine, that you have become the ultimate queen through all of these hardships and all of these things that you've gone through in your connection, that you use this energy to empower yourself. And do you see how it works out for you? That's who you are, divine feminine. You're being admired. Not only are you being admired from the universe with a job well done, but you feel better, and it seems like your masculine is starting to take notice. Beautiful. 4 of Wands, of course, is that 1111 card. Portal energy, awakenings, something on the horizon. And, of course, another number, 4. This is my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Now we have 2 2s. 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6. It's just all this progression here. So partnerships, which is your connection. This could also be other partnerships that are in your life are helping you to balance out your energies. Other souls that show up on your twin flame journey will definitely be assisting you on your path towards ascension. So pay attention to new people that want to enter into your life and take the time to balance out your energy in existing ones. So this is about partnerships and balancing yourself within these partnerships, or balancing your energy and healing and learning and ascending through these other partnerships. Oh my gosh, see, the 666 comes up. Raise your vibration, choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. So it's very important, you guys, how you conduct yourself with the other people in your life. If you can't get along with other people, how can you get along with your twin flame? If you have a problem with every single person in your life, your family, your friends, your coworkers, and all this other stuff, but then you fantasize how it's all just going to be perfect when you come together with your twin flame, chances are you're probably going to have issues with your twin flame too. So it's telling us here that we need to work out the kinks, perhaps, within ourselves, with the other people that are available to us on this journey. So don't close yourself off from experiencing new friendships, new connections with people, because these people are here to facilitate our growth, and we're also there to facilitate theirs as well. It gives us an opportunity to practice what we preach. I'm always getting that. I always get that lesson. It's kind of like, oh yeah, that's what I teach. Well, I don't consider myself a teacher, but that's what I promote on my channel. And here it is. Here it is. I feel it. I don't like it, but I gotta practice what I preach. I just said that the other day on one of my readings, and I'm just kind of like, oh, I'm presented now with some kind of feeling. Am I going to act the way that I used to act? Am I going to learn from this? Am I going to change my thoughts, my vibration? Am I going to just be in a state of peace and acceptance? What am I going to do? Am I going to fight back? Am I going to act like a fucking baby? What am I going to do? So it's interesting how we're constantly being pushed to improve, and also maybe even being presented with familiar energy that we dealt with once before, so we can see, are we ready to transmute this, or are we going to regress? What are we going to do? Are we going to handle this the same way? Or are we going to get to the next level? I'm interested in getting to the next level. I'm interested in busting through the bullshit. So I feel like that is what Spirit is giving us at the very end, is an opportunity to break old paradigms and molds, so that way we can move forward into this just a more ascended, more high vibrational, pure, healing light type of an energy on our journey. All right, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that reading. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.